What are we doing, Seth?
Now, I can't get it with the Senate in the House. So this is a funny situation where you find a bunch of people that just don't like to do the right thing. They just say it as, you know what, do your worst. I'm sure you've seen many of the videos we've done so far concerning security in Nigeria, right? Where a school was invaded by abductors into the bush. Now, where you see schools being manhandled by, I don't know, aliens or foreigners or immigrants or terrorists or whatever name you call it, invading innocent schools and, you know, robbing them of their happiness, of their schooling, and insurgencies coming all over the place. You can't really, kidnapping, all sorts.
Oh my God!
Now, it now happened. It's not really funny, but it's stupidly, you know, funny, whatever you can call it. This caught my attention. Okay, so in the Senate, there is a situation where it was laid in the House for voting, where they should vote for more security, enhancement of security technologies, technology intelligence. Who wouldn't love that? Apparently, not in Nigeria. It's crazy. Now, in fact, I mean, one Oshomole, I'm sure you know him, right? He's in the Senate. You know, he was former governor. You know, that's another story for another day, though, because it's the same old. Well, anyways, let's leave that for another time. He volunteered and said, you know, came out, stood up and said, you know what, there should be more security. There should be more technology, security upliftment, so to speak, updated technology for security and for security personnel and all that good stuff. He was saying all of that, that apparently when these funds are being made available, it is siphoned into other sectors. You know, people, you know, use it for personal reasons, and it gave instance of, you know, using the money for building hospitals, universities in the states, what have you. That might sound a little bit cocky. I mean, I don't even know what word to use. University is a good thing, but you don't have to divert the money for security for university, right? You can always provide, there's enough to go around. Okay, so maybe they do that university thing. I mean, we don't know how authentic it is, but anyways, that was his suggestion. Now, here is the crazy part. The Senate president put it on the floor for voting. Well, like to lie. You can never get enough of drama coming out from Nigeria. You know what? Watch this.
The Senate Committee on Army and Air Force should ensure that we do not only provide more money to the armed forces, that we guide jealously what they use that money to procure. Because under the supervision and oversight of this National Assembly, previous service chiefs diverted money to building universities in their various communities. Those are the kind of resources that should have been used to procure modern technology. And to think that money was being diverted to non-essentials. And as we speak, those institutions are not teaching anything about security.
Those in support of the prayer say aye. Those against say nay.
I don't believe it myself. What country will say no to security? What are we doing, Seth? You know, and it looks as if, you know what, I'm thinking, because some of these folks, these are old men.
Okay, no verse. Just look them first.
Most of them, you know, are in the House voting, right? They like the status quo, everything being normal, same thing. Don't stress them out. Don't think, you know, easy money kind of thinking. Okay. And number two, it could be maybe some of them are beefing Oshomole. They're like, shut up.
Shut up, you. Shut up.
What are you saying? Because I don't see any reason why, when it comes to voting for security in a country that is the security is very porous. It's a porous country, I gotta tell you, to a large extent. All right? There's no control of people going in or coming out, or, you know, and all of that. invasion in schools and kidnapping, so many crazy stuff. All right. Now, somebody is saying there should be a beef up of security in technology, in intelligence and the staffing, the security, blah, 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 all those good stuff. And the majority of them said, no, it has to be personal. It definitely has to be personal. Or what do you think? Because I wouldn't see a situation where, okay, they're trying to say something, we'll do something about it. You see, that is why a lot of times you hear people say, you see, for people to be confident enough to go into schools and kidnap children, there has to be somebody behind that is in the government. This is not my saying. This is what people are just speculating. Doesn't it add up? Now, where they are supposed to vote against such happening, many of them said no, they shouldn't beef up security. Now it might just make sense. Because, again, this is something good that somebody laid out. Could it be personal? Most times, of course, their decision is mostly based only for themselves. But not when it comes to the lives, what am I saying? Virtually most times, their decisions is always personal. That's why you see that a lot of the basic things are not working. But there's always a budget to show that there's money allocated for good roads and networking of things and all of that, light. There's always allocation in the budget. But every year, nothing happens. So, yeah, most of the decisions is always personal. And if you look at the face of the Senate president, you see the video now, yeah? You can look at the face. When he said nay and the voices of nay were more, he was, first of all, stunned. He looked kind of lost. What just happened?
Yes, say nay.
You saw that, right? He had to say it all over again just to be sure that some folks can go against beefing up security in the country. What are we doing, Seth? Unbelievable. Here we go again. You just can't have enough of drama in a country that actually needs a lot of good things to happen. What are we doing, Seth?
What are we doing, Seth?